Hello. In this unit, we're going to discuss how to avoid time vampires. By vampires, we're not talking about things, we're talking about people. Some people, just quite frankly, are time vampires. What that means is that they're just going to suck you dry and ask you a ton of questions. Usually new people are your worst time vampires because they have nothing better to do than to learn. And they're going to plug you with regular questions. Hey, can you explain this to me? Can you explain that to me? The second kind of time vampire, and actually this is the worst, is the incompetent agent. If you have an agent who doesn't do their paperwork on time, who does things at the last minute and then gets mad at you because things weren't done, that is a huge time vampire on your part. I had one agent where we were in the middle of the transaction and we needed something now because she hadn't done it for a week or two, and I kept calling her, oh, I'll get it done, I'll get it done, I'll get it done. And the morning that we had to have something done so that we could get the paperwork put out there for the HUD-1, well, I called her up and I said, listen, we absolutely need this morning. Can you get to a fax machine and fax that over this morning? We're getting to that point. She said this to me and I got so mad and offended. It was beyond belief. She said, well, I'm busy working out right now and I'll be busy for the next couple hours. And you know what I said? I was honest. I was a jerk about it. I said, woman, let me tell you something. You're going to get paid $9,000 on this transaction. I honestly think you can wait an extra day or two to go and work out if you can just get this done. Would you get off your butt and would you go in front of a fax machine and would you sign this piece of paper and fax over the freaking document right now in the next 2 hours before I call your broker? Woo-wee! I'm telling you, it was hot. Woohoo! And no, she never did give me any business, but that's okay because she was actually the listing agent on that deal and I was working with the buyers. But honestly, some agents are like that. They're just like, well, I got other things to do than to actually make money. And that was the most blatant one I've ever run across, and I kind of had to stick her to it and almost call her broker. But what you're going to find is a lot of realtors want you to do their job for them. In fact, I've even had realtors ask me to do silly things like go out on the inspection. I'm like, excuse me? That's not my job. What would I do at the inspection? You're the one that has to sign off on the paperwork. I've also had realtors say, well, are you willing to go out there with the appraiser? Why would I need to? I don't understand what you're asking me. And you'll get realtors asking you to do all kinds of funny things that really is something that either they should do or they don't need to do at all. They'll ask you to run down to the title company and get this or that. And I've told realtors, listen, we can just do it via fax like we always do. There's no reason to do that. That doesn't make logical sense. So what you're going to need to do is stand firm. If a realtor is trying to take advantage of you and have you do their work for them, don't tell them no flat out and call them a lazy idiot. That just doesn't produce the right results. But what I would do is stand firm and be professional and say, well, in the past, what I found to be the most effective way, and then just tell them what you're going to do anyway. And just try to make it sound high-minded and professional, and you'll come off okay. Now, in the next CD, what we're going to talk about is the various ways that you can set up a long-term working plan in your first 14 days, 30 days, 90 days, and then doing an ongoing plan to build a stable purchase business so that you can thrive and succeed in today's marketplace.